I brought all the stuff over, Coach. What's next?
All right, I'll start by moving the boxes over.
I'll help you. These things can get pretty heavy.
Nah, I got this. These muscles...
Fine, as long as you don't wind up too sore to move tomorrow. I don't want to hear any complaints from you.
Just prepare to be amazed. What? My back! I knew I should have trained harder.
Anson! We were just about to ask you the same thing. We didn't expect to run into you in these parts. Of course, we're also here to help. Let's go see the chief.
Eon-san, Traveler Paimon. I'm so...
Cold. So... I'm drowning! And there's something in the water!
He's on the ground, but it almost looks like he's trying to...
The abyss. The abyss is coming. There are eyes in my hands, and hands in my stomach. And my stomach is full of teeth. It ate all of you. It's coming for me, too.
But we haven't been eaten. We're right here.
Monstrous beasts! How did you get in here? As you can see, their mental state is quite poor. They went missing after the battle. We found them in the wilderness in the days that followed, but we found them unconscious in areas corrupted by abyssal tumors, lying next to their deceased comrades. My only guess is that something, according to the chief of the Masters of the Nightwind, sudden exposure to a large amount of abyssal power can have... We've never seen the effects this heightened before, but maybe Gasoithoth was just too powerful.
Gasoithoth? What's that?
It's the abyssal monster that appeared in the sky not too long ago. After consulting our ancient legends, we'd...
Oh, that giant black ball? Didn't we force it to retreat, though?
True. It poses no threat to us now, but whatever wound it inflicted on these warriors still endures. There was some mention of a treatment from several hundred years ago, but that knowledge...
Right! You can purify abyssal power! Might as well give it a try! didn't work?
That must mean purifying the abyssal power within them still isn't enough.
So, what can we do now?
Come back to me, Gogeta! Please, don't leave me like this!
We beat Gasoithoth! They survived the battle! Are we really just gonna sit back and watch?
What is it, Aeon-san?
But,
Are you sure about this?
So dark. So...
Huh?
Like... underwater.
It's working!
Is someone there? Please save me. No. No, wait. You have to leave this place. The water's too deep. You are... No. Please. Duarte.
Oh no, it's not working anymore!
My friend. Duarte. Duarte was the name of Otoko's Surian companion. Otoko almost drowned. He dove deep into the water and used all his strength to carry Otoko back to the surface. It was pretty touch and go, but both of them made it in the end. Well, you see, Duarte died 4 years ago during an abyss invasion. He was helping evacuate injured warriors from the front lines, but...
Wait, what do you mean?
You're right. Duarte didn't have many distinguishing features. I don't think he ever stood out next to the others. No problem. Thank you for looking out for him.
We're back! How are you feeling?
Duarte? How did you get here?
It's working!
That hurt. Duarte, you have to get out of here. There's some... You're gonna carry me out of here just like last time. Over a decade later and you're still trying to save me. I can't believe you made it this deep underwater, but once we're out of here, let's split a huge portion of blazed meat stew. We're almost at the surface. People tried to tell me you were dead, you know. As if I'd let that happen. No. Wait. Duarte? Wait, you're not Duarte. How did I get here? Who are you people?
Toko!
He's Kaylee. What's going on? All I remember is the battle against the Abyss and then I was drowning. You went through all that for me? While all I did was cause trouble for everyone? Thank you. I appreciate that.
It's coming for me. It's gonna eat me. It's no use. It'll just come back. Nothing can stop it. It will devour everyone.
Maybe it's just Paimon, but she seems to be in even worse shape than a toad. She can talk to us, but nothing she says makes any sense.
Ion-san, I heard you cured Toko. I'm so relieved. Is there anything I can do to help? If you need extra hands, I can... I think you're onto something. The mental distress does seem to be connected to pre-existing fears and anxieties. Kochita doesn't like it when people talk about her past. But the situation is urgent. Ion-san, do you believe there are people in this world destined for battle? Then, what about people destined to be unfit for battle? When Kochita was little, her parents died fighting the Abyss. She was only 11 or 12 at the time, and her brother, even younger still. The two saw their parents. Kochita trained hard to become a warrior, but still found fighting Abyss monsters too difficult to handle. She and her brother were left with...
But isn't Kochita one of the warriors who fought the Abyss? Didn't you find her unconscious out on the field?
Yes, we did. You see, something changed within her. By the time the guards rushed to the scene, they found her standing there, weapon outstretched, hands trembling, and the Abyss monster dead at her feet. She didn't even look at it, and just kept repeating the same thing. She became a completely different person after that. She earned a reputation as a very capable warrior. We all thought she overcame the trauma, and we were so happy for her. But now...
How can we help her?
Quali?
Quali, what are you doing with that weapon?
Show me the monster that hurt you! I'll make it pay! I'm going to protect you this time!
Calm down, Quali. That monster is already...
I can do it! I don't care what it takes! I just want her to get back.
Family? If Quali goes to battle, the Abyss will devour him. I can't let that happen. But it's useless. No one can beat the Abyss. It's a death, but I'm no warrior. I'm just a coward.
Gogeta.
Fight it. One more time.
Try checking the mountains to the north. A few fled in that direction after the battle. I dispatched a team to clear them out, so
There's no turning back. I have to face it.
I'm coming too! I'm not letting my sister face this alone!
You were the ones who killed them! As a kid, I thought my parents were invincible. They were always, but I can still see the image of them collapsed at my feet that night. The raging fire, the smoke, the smell of blood. They told me to run, and I could see the fear in their eyes. I've been running from my fears ever since. But why didn't my parents run? It must...
You can do it!
Because of our family. When you have someone to protect, there's no backing down. No matter what.
Stay away from my brother! Let's move her out! Let the show begin.
I can do this. I have to do this.
Come a little closer.
Windblade, go away!
You're in for a little shock.
Where are the rest? Where are they hiding? That's impossible. They were gigantic beasts crawling with us. No. Wait. What am I saying?
She's back to normal!
Gogeta!
What just happened? That is... quite... I've always...
Always the one who stepped up to protect me. But not anymore.
Is that so? Then I'll look forward to the day when you'll be all... I finally feel like myself again. I think I'll rest here for a bit. I don't think I can make it back to the tribe just...
I'll keep you company.
Otoko's all better. Did you hear?
Really?
Yes, really. It's all thanks to the Traveler and Ian-san.
I see. I was wondering why the Traveler was chosen to accompany the Pyro Archon in the final battle.
Whoa, you're right. That makes a lot of sense. That sounds like something Paimon could do, but would that really change anything? Oh, well, when you put it that way, Paimon's almost encouraged to start drinking kale juice tomorrow. You're amazing, Ann-san. You really make Paimon feel like she can do the impossible. Maybe.
Ian-san, bad news. Okoland is out of control. What are you doing, Okoland? Wake up!
Don't you recognize us, my boy?
The abyss monsters are everywhere. Everywhere. They've taken over the tribe. No corner is safe. Did we lose the battle? No. It's pointless to think about that now. A warrior only has one job.
Careful! He's not himself!
Okotlan!
Nice and spicy.
Come a little
So, he thinks we're a big monster? Hey, it's okay! We're not the bad guys!
Come on! Give me your worst!
You're in for
Wretched abyss! Get out of my tribe!
Mom, Dad, are gone.
Listen,
Please, son, you've got to stop. You can't keep going like this.
Wretched monsters. Give me my family back!
Look, Coco Land! That's your father! He's standing right in front of you!
Get out of my home! I'll never forgive you!
Are you alright, sir?
I'm fine. Please, don't hurt my son. He's just trying to protect his home.
But what should we do now? He's different from the other two. He keeps calling us monsters. We're basically enemies to him now.
Oh, Coatlan.
Abyssal corrosion syndrome. 500 years later, and it's resurfaced again.
Huh? That voice, it's...
Direct contact with high concentrations of abyssal power causes irreversible... The exact presentation will vary according to trauma level. Some will suffer from superficial hallucinations. However, there are also those who are so far gone, entrenched in hallucinations so deep.
The draft of lucid...
It's a kind of medicine that can dispel the psychological impact of the abyss. The treatment comes with severe side effects, including chronic migraines for the rest of the patient's life. So, this man is a devoted warrior, one not easily swayed from battle. That is precisely why it's so difficult. If you trust me to be true to my word, give him this.
Wretched monsters! Setting up an ambush! Give me your worst! It's either your end or mine!
Hurry! He's awake!
Please, give him the draft. My son thinks he's alone in this. In his mind, all his family and comrades are gone, and only enemies remain.
Monsters! What's going on? My head hurts.
It's all right, my boy. It was just a nightmare. Let's go home. You need a good night's sleep. But first, I want to thank you for saving my son. May I...
Just...
I owe you more than words can say, Mr. Capitano. My name is... Time to go, son. Can you stand?
Thank goodness everything turned out all right.
Think nothing of it. I agreed to offer you my aid, so this is merely a part. Besides, I care deeply about...
Right! When we were with Moika, you told us you and your soldiers defended Natlan against the Abyss 500 years ago.
That's right. My desire to... When my platoon arrived in Natland 500 years ago. Like you, we were true outlanders. But as time passed, though many of the warriors were rash and inexperienced, they were steadfast and fearless in battle, willing to do anything. Just as I fought for the glory of Conria, they fought for the survival of their nation. We fought side by side to the very end. I traveled to many places after that, but I never forgot this land. They remember who I used to be. The Sentinel Knight, who fought with the Masters of the Nightwind. That name carries with it the glory of my homeland and the honor of Natlan. Yet, I failed to bring my soldiers...
But that's not your fault. The Abyss is way stronger than any of us imagined.
You need not comfort me. I am no longer who I once was. Let the events of the past continue to collect dust in the annals of history. I will continue to help...
Like, with the draft of lucidity? Who knew you could make medicine? Were you a doctor before?
The drought was Guthred's invention. He was a respected military doctor, as well as my trusted second-in-command. We faced a similar situation to what you witnessed today. The endless battles against the Abyss triggered delusions among the soldiers. In order to develop a treatment as fast as possible, Guthred used himself as a test subject. He passed away shortly after the drought was complete. That's who he was. Unrelenting in his pursuits. No matter I'm sure he would be pleased his creation aids people, even now. The Abyss has wrought enough suffering on this land. I sincerely...
Stop worrying about other people's survival, about their losses and sacrifices. You just need to win. Please finish what you set out to do, Commander.
You're more perceptive than I imagined. However, some things are better kept secret for now. We may be working together.
What's with the secrets all of a sudden? Paimon's starting to think we should be more careful.
I do not mean to jeopardize the trust between us. I simply prefer to keep this to myself, because it's all I can tell you is this. Natlan may have survived the worst of the crisis, but the souls of this land, and that is why my work is not yet done.
Well, if it's personal, then we'll just have to trust you.
If you have other questions, I'm willing to answer them.
Wait, like anything? Paimon wants to know how you eat with the mask. Anything you want to ask, Traveler?
Natlan must pay the price for Mawika's use of the Ruler of Death's power. That price is death. And only Mawika's death can clear the debt. Even now that the war's over and the threat to Natlan is gone, it looks like that death is still...
In the garden cultivated by the gods, flowers and weeds grow side by side. When the weeds compete for... I'm not one to pass judgment based on my own standard of right and wrong. But it is if that explanation is too difficult to understand... The ruler of death can freely define the form of death, or her power is a rule in and of itself. Faced with such an overwhelming level of power, but I am of the belief that, in this world, no So, before the final moment truly arrives...
Oh, did something happen?
This is a critical time for you, Traveler. It's best not to delay, so let us end our conversation for now. Best of luck to you all.
So in the end, the captain still hasn't told us his real goal. He kind of reminds Paimon of someone we met recently. They just seem so tired, you know? Since they've both been alive for many centuries, do you think that's just what happens when you've been alive for too long?
Sure took your sweet time, wretched scoundrels! How dare you keep the almighty Dragon Lord, Kahulaha, waiting! Kneel before us and apologize, or we'll...
Kanich, Kachina, Mualani? Woo, everyone's here!
Reunited at last. Did you miss us?
I brought candy and cookies to share. Of course we missed you! Ooh, you brought Source crackers too? Scoop!
Ah, just in time, traveler. It's so stifling in here.
It's the same temperature outside. Anyway, how was the trip here?
To be honest, I also didn't expect this many people to show up. A third of this amount is more than enough for my plan. I need to ask them about you, gather their thoughts and hopes. That will help the formation of your ancient name. Oh, you brought the Pilgrim's Chronicle, right? Yeah, let me take a... Okay. The progress looks good. We have enough people, so let's get...
Sorry I'm late.
Shaska showing up late for something? That's a first.
I had to follow a group of monsters further than expected. When I got back, I heard about what you did for my tribe. Thank you.
Okay, let's save the pleasantries for later. Everyone's here, so let's get... All right, let me remind everyone what's going to happen. I need each of you to stand before the Pilgrim's Chronicle. Your words will be recorded and become a part of the Traveler's ancient name.
Nope.
All right, then to start things off...
Hold on. Remember what we discussed?
Oh, right, I almost forgot. Traveler, Paimon, you can't be here for this.
Huh? But why? We want to hear what everyone has to say.
I need people's true thoughts and feelings. It's best if the subject in question isn't involved. It's much more difficult to express those feelings to someone's face.
You're right. Just like when Paimon doesn't have enough more to pay for her meal, but she's too embarrassed to tell the traveler, so she has to make up some excuse. So basically, you want us to leave the Pilgrim's Chronicle?
Oh, don't worry. This shouldn't take long.
Everything Shilonen said made sense, but did you see St. Lolly's reaction back there? But staying out here is just making Paimon even more curious. Anyway, you're gonna have an ancient name soon. Ooh, that's so exciting! Feels like we've been in Natland. You're right! If only Paimon could say a few things about you in there.
Well, looks like you're about to have that chance.
Shilonen, is everything all set?
Almost. We're just missing one last thing. You've been by the Traveler's side the longest, Paimon.
But Paimon's not from Natland.
Oh, it doesn't matter. As a Traveler's companion, your contributions are extremely... sorry, Traveler. I just need to borrow Paimon for a second. Paimon gave us a lot. Whew. And I mean a lot of information.
Well, we've been to 6 nations already.
Here, you can have the Pilgrim's Chronicle back. I'll need it when I forge the name, but you can continue your... And when the time comes, I will forge you an ancient name unlike anything that's come before, so that you,